I was like writing down the recipes for you, and I realized that I don't have like certain. I don't know how much put in these when I'm making these, because I made these like probably more than 100 times. So I didn't know. I had to like really go to the kitchen and measure some things, and something like these two recipes, you cannot go wrong with these. So, and everybody's different. Some people like sour things and some people don't. And like in Kisir, I use lemon juice. So I use a little bit more lemon juice than many other people probably. So these, if you exactly follow these recipes, you cannot go wrong. But you may try different variations and add some other ingredients that are not in these recipes. And something about Turkish kitchen, this is also in other kitchens, I know, but when I ask someone about their like recipe, Turkish recipe, sometimes they say, oh, I really don't know, how much I put this. And they call it like göz kararı, which means like measure with your eye. They don't know like specifically how many cups, how many tablespoons, but they say just decide with your eye. So, and another phrase they use a lot is like kulak memesi, which is like earlobe consistency, where when they are making things with dough. They say you can add like you can. It should be the consistency of earlobe, which always confused me. But it is a very common phrase, and sometimes also again with dough, they don't know how much flour to put in. They say just put as much flour as the dough absorbs, aldığı kadar un. So these always like confuse me. But I wrote down the recipes for you. In the next pages you will see. But feel free to adjust them. This is how I make them. But if you like less salty, add less salt and more. So yeah, these, and also if you search the internet, there are tons of like different variations of these recipes. So feel free to try these, any of them. Okay, so we'll first make kısır, and these are the ingredients for kısır. So we are gonna use cracked wheat. This is bulgur, and in town, so you need to get the fine one. So there are this comes in different sizes. So this is the fine one, and this is okay, number one. It needs to be fine, number one. There are number two, three, four. Four is the coarse one. And this one, there is another version. So this is yellow one, and there is another one. This is red, and this is like brown, not red, brown, but it is used for something else. So for kısır, it's better. This one is better, yellow one. So you can find these in town in many stores. So I usually use a regular pot, like metal pot, but I'm gonna use glass one so you can see when I'm mixing. And so we use 1 cup of bulgur. Okay, I have it here. This is the same thing in the packaging. And I'm boiling some water. So I put 1 cup of bulgur. And it's always like good idea to search. Sometimes in the packages, there could be like sometimes, not a lot, but like small stones. I saw that before. So just go through it to make sure there aren't any stones that can hurt your like feet. So, okay. So we are gonna put one cup bulgur. We are gonna put 1 cup hot water. It's boiling now. And tomato paste. So this is the base, basically bulgur, hot water, and tomato paste. So this, you cannot make kısır without these. These are like, if you don't have others, and of course lemon juice and olive oil too. But base is bulgur, hot water, and tomato paste. Sometimes people use, instead of tomato paste, they use red pepper paste, which is a common ingredient in Turkish kitchen also. And I use it for some dishes, but not for kısır. So water is boiling now. So we will put 1 cup of hot water on this. Okay. And we are just gonna, I do this so I see it's mixed. So I just cover it and put it aside for now. Then we are gonna start ingredients. I'll get my cutting board. My cutting board. And I'll cut things here. So I wash these in advance. So I use, I think yeah, iceberg lettuce. It's about 2 cups. I'll just do this so you can see. So yeah, this is about 1/4, a quarter lettuce, iceberg lettuce. And I'm gonna chop this. Now tomato. You don't need to seed them. And I usually get these are wine ripe tomatoes. You can use any, and it's just medium size is fine. We are not making too much. Okay. It's easier to use this serrated knife for tomatoes. So all okay. This is all I'm gonna use. I think there are 4 or 5 stems of parsley. I didn't wash these yet. So I don't use the stems. I just used here, like from here. So I just wash these. So tabbouleh is and kısır are very similar, but in tabbouleh there is way more parsley than kısır. And you can increase or decrease the amount to your taste. So we chop these like finely. And I'm gonna wash green onions. I'm using only 2. And you can substitute green onion with sweet onions or yellow onions. Some people do it. And let's say if you don't have green onion at home, you can do it. But I always have like parsley, green onion at home. So I prefer green onions. the original recipe is green onions, but some people like to use sweet onions better, which is fine. Okay, so this is all ingredients that we need. And I'm gonna go see how the bulgur is doing. So I open the lid of this. Okay. I think this is gonna need a little bit more time. I just mix it, but actually I think this just needs to stay a little bit more, like maybe a few more minutes. I'll just cover it again and leave it for a few more minutes. So it was really soft when I tried to mix it. When I started mixing it, it's usually a little bit more like dry. That it's not that easy to mix it with spoon when it's ready. But I don't know. I didn't time it, but usually like 10-15 minutes is good, regardless of the amount of bulgur. So I can talk about some substitute you can also use. You can, instead of iceberg lettuce, you can use romaine lettuce for this. Also, optional ingredients, some people add cucumber to this, and you can do that. Some people like garnish it with pickled cucumbers, tiny ones, cornichons. I think they put it inside too, but I saw in other places, once they put this in the plate, they garnish it with cucumbers. And a lot of people use pomegranate sour. I can show it to you what it looks like, the bottle. So this is not pomegranate juice. This is way more like dense. So it's not as liquid. So it's called pomegranate sour. In Turkish, it's nar ekşisi. And people use this with a lot of salads. So this is one thing, something they add. If you want to add it a little bit and try how it tastes, you can do. So okay, I think this should be ready now. Yeah, I think it's ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tomato paste, just regular plain one. So this, I think, how much did I write? 2 tablespoons. I think this is, yeah, this is enough. So what you do is you just mix it really well with bulgur. And again, you can adjust the amount of tomato paste. Some people like it with more tomato paste. And when you use more, you'll the color is gonna tell you. And there's always this some sticks to the spoon. Not easy to get rid of. Okay, now this is done. We are gonna just add the ingredients. Okay. Put this. So before I mix it, what I do is I add salt. So I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon. Did I write it? Salt, yeah. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now I'm gonna, I need to squeeze some lemons. I usually put juice from 2 lemons, and I'm gonna measure it for you today. Oops. Let's see how much it is. So, okay. Yeah, it's about 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. Okay. Okay. And you can, again, you can increase it. And I also put red pepper flakes. So the red pepper that we use, it's a little bit different from what I found in USA. So the ones I found have like seeds, which makes them more hot. This is the one I use. It doesn't have any seeds. This is what you are gonna find in Turkey. It's not like I've never seen any like hot peppers, red pepper with seeds in it. But so okay, this is what we use. Let's measure it. Again, I'm putting 1 teaspoon. And you can actually, you don't have to add it right now because in family we all of us eat like spicy. I put here, but you can add it later if you want, like once you after you serve it. So now I'm gonna add olive oil. And I said 2 tablespoons. Let's see. Okay. Little bit more. And I always use like extra virgin olive oil. And for the dressing one, like this is for the dressing. I think there is another type that you use for like sauteing. So this is for salads, for dressing. Okay, so yeah, this is 2 tablespoons. Just pour it. So we just mix it now. And it's done. So this is all. This is really easy. And so it's ready to be served. You can just serve it the way you like. And I think this is good for, I mean, if I'm really hungry, I can probably eat half or 1/3 of this. And this is, if you are serving this as a side dish, it should be enough for probably 4 people. So yeah, this was Kisir. Do you have any questions? I guess no. So
Yeah, I do
okay.
really quick. What was the name of that dressing that you showed the label of again?
Pomegranate sour. It's nar ekşisi. In Turkish, it's called nar ekşisi.
Oh yeah, I just want to see this. Okay.
And but under it, it says pomegranate sour. But yeah, it's not like regular juice, but this is way more thick. It's much
Okay.
more thicker. But yeah, it's healthy, and people use it in other salads also.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering, what temperature do you usually eat it at? Like, is it a sort of warm dish, or does it cool down and still be fine?
I think so. I think so. I mean, I don't, it's fine to leave this like at room temperature for like 5-6 hours. And if there's a leftover, I'll put it in the refrigerator overnight. And but Kisir is served both like winter, summer, anytime. And this is the like most favorite dish, you know. A lot of like usually women get together for tea hour in the afternoon. And this probably like 70% of the time, this is gonna be one of the dishes they eat next to like börek and other like pastry, savory things. This is like served all year long, honestly.
Cool, thank you so much.
Sure. And this is actually also one of the ingredients we have, like baked potato shops, which it's called baked potato with ingredients in it. It's called kumpir in Turkey, and they put this in as one of the ingredients. Like all the salad bars in Turkey, they are gonna have this all year long. But so next dish we are gonna make is also we eat it during winter also because it's really healthy. We eat a lot of yogurt. So okay, I'll go to the next one. So it's called Cacik, and it's really good for summer. So I'll just clean up here a little bit, then we will switch to that one. So for Cacik, you are gonna need yogurt, and any type is fine. I usually I use like plain yogurt and whole milk yogurt, but you can make it with whatever you like, really. So I'm gonna use homemade yogurt for this, but any type, any store-bought is fine also. Okay, I'm gonna use this measuring container. So I'm gonna put 3 cups of yogurt. So one thing you need to decide is, so in general, when I make this, I'm gonna add about like I will put like 2 cups of yogurt, then I'll add probably like 1 cup water. But some people just like don't adding adding water, which is fine. So I'm not gonna add any water today, and my yogurt is also already creamy too. So, and we are gonna mix this. Okay, so I always use this like handheld blender to mix it. It really mixes it well. Okay, see, it's really way more like less dense now, even more creamy. Okay. This is good. So put this aside also. So you can use, I mean, I always use these English cucumbers, but you can use just regular cucumbers if you want to. But the problem with those, they have a lot of seeds inside, which I don't like. It makes it like cutting very difficult with seeds. So if you want to just take the seeds out, seed the cucumber, that should work too. I'll just cut the heads off. I'm gonna wash these. So about dicing these, so we need to dice these. So I was trying to find the name, because there are names for all different types of cuts. So there a lot of people just use a grater, and just after just peeling these, they just use a grater and grate these. But it's not how I make it. So I'm gonna show you how I dice these. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, just use a cutting board and do the, okay, the name is, I think, for Bronese cut. I found that online yesterday. But yeah, if you are in a hurry or anything, you can just grate this also. It's gonna work. It's gonna taste a little bit different probably, but in terms of like texture, okay. So yeah, if you are using a grater, use the coarse side, not the like fine side. So this is the side that you should be using. It should be coarse if you are grating this. So today I'm gonna okay, so I'll show you how I dice this. This is my mom's style. I'm making like cuts, probably like 2 inches deep cuts, and now turning it to the side and trying to make like squares, again 2 inches. And this doesn't need to be precise, honestly. So I'll just chop these in. So I'm just cutting it like this. The next piece, I think I'm going to use the cutting board. But this is the way, because I'm usually, in a hurry making this. Okay, so again, I'm gonna make 2-inch deep cuts. When I cut it like this, when you grate, then you'll see that the juice is gonna be coming off. You can put it back in to the soup, but I think this is like, this preserves the juice, cucumber juice inside, which I like better. So you just keep doing this until you reach the end. And these, of course, are not always like identical or very precisely cut squares, but it's fine. And sometimes, just to make it a little bit more irregular, I put a little bit like bigger pieces. And my kids, my husband, they like it. Finding some irregular pieces. So okay. I'll mix it and see. Okay, this is okay. This is gonna get better now. Okay, let me use the cutting board now, this time. This may be safer if you are not used to do it just only by hand. This may be safer. Oops, hopefully it's one. See how easy to cut these because it doesn't have like big seeds. It makes it really easy. And if you want to make these pieces bigger, that's also fine. I saw some pictures of cacik online, and some people just make it cut these into bigger pieces. It's all fine. A few times what happened is I was gonna make cacik and I put the yogurt, mix it, and then I realized we ran out of cucumbers. So what happens to yogurt is I just add water and salt, and it's gonna be ayran, our like almost like traditional drink in Turkey. I know, like here it's very similar to kefir, but it's not. But it's very, very popular and goes really well with kebab dishes. So if you want to try that ayran also, that's and with ayran, I think I add 1 cup of water, cold water, to it's served cold also. Probably 2 cups of yogurt, thick, dense yogurt, plus 1 cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of water. Okay, this is ready. I actually feel like I can add a little bit more cucumber, but it doesn't, I don't really need to. So it is done, but so in order to serve this, so what we do is I'll put this and we need to garnish it. So for garnishing, I'll put dill on and olive oil on top. So I'm gonna wash this. And you don't have to use dill. Some people just put mint, either like fresh or dried mint. But probably, I mean, dill is much better choice, I think. More common one. But let's put the olive oil first. I'll put the olive oil first. Be careful, sometimes it pours a lot. Okay. It wasn't that good, but it's gonna taste the same. Okay. We put the dill in the middle. I think this is good. So, yeah, you can try this with mint. And sometimes if you don't have any of those, just don't put anything. But olive oil, it's a must, I think. But do you have any questions about this?
When can we stop at your house to eat this?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I said, when I can stop at your house to try your
Of
Kisir.
course.
It looks delicious. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Yeah.
That
So
looks
yeah, you can bring this big cup where you mix it and just divide it among bowls. This is a side dish, but it's served cold again, and it's great for summer. And actually, this is why Joel asked Esra, summer is coming. Can you make cacik?
Yeah, this looks really good. But yeah, that's the reason I was patrolling for dishes and stuff. I just want to tell the audience a bus is parked in the library parking lot. We've discovered where Ezra lives, and so we can go there right now after the show. But this looks fantastic, Ezra. Absolutely fantastic and delicious.
I'm glad to share it. Yeah, let me know. Okay. Oh, afiyet olsun. Bon appetit. In Turkish is afiyet olsun. And it's like afiyet means like well-being and health, happiness all together. And email me for if you have any questions about any of the ingredients, where you can find them in town. These are all available in town. Even like pomegranates, sour, it's available. I know in like harvest, bird harvest,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
have it. And I usually bring a bottle from Turkey, and but these are available. Yeah, I bring some hard to find things, and they usually ask in the customs, do you have any meat, sujuk, sausage? I never bring meat, but I bring some of these things. And yeah, email me for any questions you might have. And thank you very much for coming. I really enjoyed this. And thank you for having me, Joe. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Ezra.
Thank you,
And
Esra.
yeah, and
Thank
please spread the word. The next episode will be advertised fairly shortly, and we'll have 2 hosts. And so we're looking forward to it. Thank you very much to Ezra, and thank you for participating today.
Okay,
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.